What's up everyone, it's Dusty Gogoat. Welcome back to my headcanon. Pokemon Evolutions Episode 7 is all about the Johto region, one of our favorite regions on this channel. We've been discussing the very high likelihood of a Johto remake in 2022. Let's watch this episode together and see if there are any hints for a Johto remake. Ooh, Tyranitar right off the bat. Look at that. Oh man, I want to go back already. We're in Ecruteak City. Oh, there's the masks. Oh man, this is amazing. This is like what Pokemon games should feel like when you play through them. Magnemite. Look at all the Pokemon. That's actually a pretty tall Teddy Ursa. Larvitar looks more like a lizard. There's Cyndaquil. This is so cool. There's Morty. Of course, Morty's gonna be at the show. That's his home, his gym town. Dude, this is what Pokemon games should feel like. Okay, here we go. The story, the dance of Lugia and Ho-Oh. That's the Umbreon trainer. Okay, so this is actually like expanding on the lore a little bit. Imagine we had cutscenes like this in Pokemon games, actual cutscenes like this. Yeah, there's my shiny Fearow. There's Tablecloth. Oh man, what a cool region. We need to revisit Johto. So they're incorporating them, like they've always had all of the evolutions, except for Sylveon. And they're incorporating them into the dance, which is cool because it expands on, like they're part of they are the Kimono dancers. It's like a Pokemon contest, right? Those Pikachus are those those are the protagonists. There really is a connection. So it's like the Kimono girls. They have all the evolutions, and the story is what is going on? That the evolutions, the original evolutions, it said that they were in the burn tower when it burned, and then were reborn into the legendary beasts. It's the Vaporeon with the lure ball. I love that little detail. You know, Lugia is not water type. I know we all know this, but they're depicting it as such. They're contributing to the misinformation. There's Teddy Ursa. I hope in the new Johto remakes, they continue this, and we have a trainer for Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon. And they really were made more part of the game in Heart Gold Soul Silver. They could do more. I mean, even though I want like a faithful remake of Heart Gold Soul Silver, I would also really love like a continuation of the story, or maybe a Johto game that takes place 3 years later. Look at Gengar. It ended. I really thought we would get more information on, or at least more footage of the legendary beasts, even just the birds, really, because the birds were the focus. As the younger sibling of the Kanto games, I feel like Johto is always in the shadows, even though I consider it one of, I feel like it is as original as the Kanto games. Johto to me has always been just like a continuation, a part 2 to Red, Blue, Yellow, Green, to all of those games. At least in my headcanon. The detail put into this episode is really nice. To see all of the Pokemon, the bustling city outside in Ecruteak City. There were probably 50 Pokemon depicted in this game. They're all Johto native. There were also like maybe like a dozen like characters that you see throughout the Johto region collecting in Ecruteak to see this show, the Kimono Girls show. I think in the last 20 years, Gold and Silver helped cement the Pokemon franchise and brand. And with Heart Gold Soul Silver, they really took the story up a notch. They gave certain things more significance and cemented the story, right? They made it make sense in the context of where Pokemon was at that time, when in 2010. When it comes time to make and to release a new Johto game, there's a couple different options that the Pokemon company could take, that Game Freak or whoever's developing it could take. The one that I feel like is the most accessible, and this is why I'm not advocating, but this is the reason why I'm like almost predicting it, is really just to give us a faithful remake. Ilka faithfully remade Diamond and Pearl, and those games are selling phenomenally. They're selling better than some games that Game Freak even produced, like main series games. And when Diamond and Pearl originally came out, we got a Platinum follow-up, and then right after, within that same generation, within Generation 4, we got Heart Gold Soul Silver, the remakes of Generation 2, I think, with this current engine, right? Ilka has already created an engine for Gen 4, like a Gen 4 engine. We have a game for Diamond and Pearl. I'm not saying that we'll get, I don't think we're going to get a platinum game, like a new platinum game. But what I'm saying is I think they have the assets, right? They have an engine that faithfully remakes a Generation 4 game, reuse that engine to remake or to revitalize a beloved game, a game that what some people think, a game that is widely considered to be one of the best games in the series. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, the ultimate penultimate Johto games. So that's option one. Option two is to remake Gold and Silver, and they could do this in some sort of vein as Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee remaked Yellow version. So really it would be a remake of Crystal version. However, I don't see that because one, I don't think we're gonna get another Let's Go game anytime soon, if ever. And then I also don't think they would want to like specifically remake Crystal version, because a lot of the things that made Crystal version so special were incorporated into Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So just remake Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Don't change what is not broken. People love this game. If you mess with it, right? If you mess with the story, if you retcon things, you run the risk of making a lot of people angry. At the same time though, I don't think Game Freak should be doing stuff just to, like, I don't think they should be tiptoeing as to not offend people or to not like make fans angry, because at the end of the day, like, I want Pokemon to be more creative. And then the third option is something I don't see happening. I just don't think it's like very likely. But we could get some sort of continuation of the story, a sequel to Johto, if you will, right? This could take place 3 years before, 3 years, well, that would be a prequel, or 3 years after as a sequel, and not really a chronological continuation. Like, I don't really care if it's a sequel or a prequel. I just want it to be a new story in Johto, or at least a story from a different perspective in the Johto region. I think that is unique enough, right? Like, that's what we're getting with Pokemon Legends Arceus. We're getting a story 200 years in the past. I think they could do that. I think a lot of people have been talking about this. We watch a show about the Kimono Girls. I think that really, it's Johto already has like an old-timey vibe, right? It's historical. Give us a Johto game that takes place at the same time as the events of Red, Blue, and Yellow. And I don't mean 3 years after. I mean, like, exactly when it's happening. That's when we're experiencing Johto. So there's no Team Rocket. Maybe there's some different thing. Would love to see them shuffle up the gym leaders. Maybe some of the older gym leaders are a little bit more youthful. They have different teams. Maybe some of the younger Johto gym leaders and characters, they're not in the picture, right? Like, Bugsy is very young. I think Faulkner took his gym from his father. Like, he wouldn't be there. We'd be battling his father. Whitney is very young. Maybe she's not there. Okay, here's an idea. We see Jasmine in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl with a new outfit. What if we see her in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, right? And if this is 3 years prior to the original Heart Gold, Soul Silver, her Ampharos is not sick, which means she battles with a Steelix and an Ampharos. Maybe she's got a couple Mareep instead of Magnemite. In Sunny Shore City in BDSP, we see Jasmine. Jasmine has a new character model and outfit design. In the original Diamond and Pearl, this was a hint at a Johto remake, an eventual Heart Gold, Soul Silver game. In Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, we see Jasmine again with a new outfit. She's still in Sunny Shore City. Is this going to be a hint at another Johto remake, maybe a Heart Gold, Soul Silver remake? And you could say, with the lack of events, like the lack of Red Gyarados, the lack of Team Rocket, you could say that the lack of all these things could make this type of game really boring. I would say that in their absence, they could add new story elements, right? Like, things are happening all the time. Just because I have something in my day today doesn't mean I won't have something to deal with in a couple months from now, right? Never mind 3 years from now. 3 years is a lot of time. We could be dealing with a new gym leader, right? And then in post-game, when we go to Kanto, the same thing is going to happen. There'll be new gym leaders. Team Rocket will still exist. We will fight Giovanni as the 8th gym leader. Koga will still be a gym leader. He will not be in the Elite Four. So that begs the question, who's going to be the Elite Four member? It's going to be the original Kanto lineup. The original Kanto Elite Four will be the existing Elite Four of these prequel Johto games. Like, there's a lot of ways you can spin it. That being all said, truthfully, I think if we are going to get a Johto game in the future, in the near future, I think it's going to be an Ilka-made game. They made enough money, I think, to convince Game Freak and the Pokemon Company to make another game. I think the games are buggy as hell, right? That can be a problem. And I don't like those things. I don't like that it's buggy. I want a solid Nintendo experience, right? These games should be sturdy. And hey, maybe we'll even have access to the Sevii Islands. If you made it this far into the video, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It really helps me out. And if you're feeling charitable, hit that join button right below this video. You'll get access to bonus videos, custom emojis, and a whole lot of other perks. As always, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. You are the best, and good luck hunting.